All right, so our quadratic formula looks like this. It's got B here and here. It's got A here and here, and it's got C here. So to do these problems, we need to have that formula. Our first step is going to be to draw out the formula with all the parentheses and fill in the parentheses with the values. In this case, ooh, you know what? Did anybody notice that this has a GCF? 4 and 10 and 50 are all even numbers. We could factor a 2 out of those. If we did that, that would mean our numbers that we'd be putting into the formula would be smaller. But we're going to use a calculator anyways. Is it worth the extra time to factor that 2 out and get smaller numbers, do you think? I'd say if I didn't have a calculator to use, I would probably go ahead and do that, because it's going to make the math here much simpler. But since we have a calculator anyways, let's use these numbers. But just keep in mind, I could have factored a 2 out of everything here and had smaller numbers to put into here, and we'd still get the same answer. We'd still get the same answers. So, but I'm just going to go ahead and use these numbers. A is 4, B is 10, C is negative 50. Can you guys get those headphones out for right now? Let's put the headphones away for right now while we're going over stuff. Do you mind? Thank you. Let's put them away, please. Thanks. Hunter, Sam. Just pull out of here for until we get done going over stuff. Thanks. All right, so B is 10. That goes here and here. A is 4, that goes here and here. C is negative 50. There's a song that goes along with this. I sang it a bunch of times on Thursday. I don't really feel like singing this morning, so you guys probably don't feel like listening to me sing, so that's okay. The first step I always do is simplify. So simplifying this is just negative 10 out in front. So I'm just basically getting rid of all my parentheses at this point. I'm going to do this stuff inside of the square root. It's 10 squared minus 4 times negative 50. And I'll let the calculator deal with that. That's 900 underneath the radical. On the bottom's 2 times 4, that's just 8. And then to get my final answer, I just need to type that into my equation, or into my calculator twice. Once with a plus and once with a minus. Remember, when you type it into your calculator, you must have parentheses around the top of the fraction, or you're going to end up with a wrong answer. So I'm hoping all of you, if you haven't already, that you're typing this into your calculator now. Negative 10 plus square root 900. Make sure you take your cursor out from underneath the square root before you end your parenthesis, and then divided by 8. That's the plus version, which gives me a solution of 2.5. And then I just need to go back and do it with minus instead of plus. And with these calculators, you can just arrow up, hit enter to copy it, and then just change your plus to a minus rather than copying everything over again. Negative 5 is the other solution. How many people were able to get 2.5 and negative 5 on their own? Okay, that's not enough. So if you haven't already, I need you to do the second problem and follow the same steps. Follow the same steps, please. Your first step is going to be to write out the format with all the parentheses and square roots and everything else. Once you have that written out, then go ahead and fill in your values for A, B, and C. Then simplify and use your calculator to come up with your final two. You should get two solutions. Does anyone have any questions? Is anybody having any trouble with their calculator, not giving them the correct answer?